Now, the first thing to note here is that when Batman's running around, he's interacting with a brand new cape. And that cape actually has physics in it. And the cape is super important to Batman. It makes him look much more realistic and modeled. The next thing you'll notice when Batman runs around, this is with physics off. The environment looks cool and it's got that nice Batman look to it, but it's a little bit flat. Now with physics on, what you're going to see is all of this kind of atmospheric fog. And the fog reacts realistically to the motions of the characters. Here's with it fog off, fog on, and when Batman moves around, that fog kind of like wiggles around him. So it gives you a very kind of almost a dark and dank feeling. It's that dark Batman feeling. Now here's another example. What's happening on the bottom is the fog is reacting to the geometry of the building. So it's not just animated, it's actually simulated next to the building. Now here we're showing you those soft shadows. So if you look at it closely, the shadows when they're close to the bars are very sharp, and when they're further away, they kind of get that muddy, soft look. Here's what it's without, and this is with it on. So you can get that sense of much more atmospheric, much more realistic, a lot more, Gotham City, right? Now, this game takes place in a critical time. It's the winter time. It's actually Christmas. And what you can see is the snow and the weather effects are key. So in this scene, we're showing you particle effects that are the snow. And you can see how that little white stuff almost kind of makes it look blistery. That all reacts to Batman's motion. So again, it's that particle simulation that gives it that extra sense of reality. In this scene, we're showing you tessellation. So as Batman walks around, he's deforming the snow. And with tessellation on, that translates into real geometry. And geometry we can cast shadows on. So that's what you're seeing here. That's a real shadow of a footprint in the snow from Batman. It's really crazy. It's crazy! Now this scene is showing you TXAA, and on the left is that kind of jaggy, kind of like ripply feeling. On the right, it's totally smoothed out with Nvidia TXAA. Last scene, we're showing you a turbulence emitter. So on that shock glove, you see all that stuff on the left where it's kind of like the world is warping? That's all caused by a turbulence simulation that deforms the world as Batman's arm crushes the bad guy with a shock glove. It is super cool technology. All right, so that's Batman.